everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Annisa. So today's video, just gonna jump straight into it. It's a more glammed Thanksgiving look. If you haven't seen the other video where it's more natural look, if you're looking for a more natural look, that'll probably be better for you. So I will link it down below. Here's the thumbnail for it too. If you want to just go find it, it'll be the one before this one. I go between doing glammed or natural makeups for Halloween, for Thanksgiving. It really just depends. So I do more natural if I'm like doing like a full cooking, if I'm have to cook on Thanksgiving or whatever, if I'm helping people cook, if I'm helping set up, do stuff, whatever. I'll do more of a glam look if I've like opted to be the baker. So, because for the most part I bake the day before. That way I'm out of the way and out of the kitchen for the people who need to cook day of. And then usually I'll just cook the stuffing after that. And that's not a lot. So that's normally when I'll do a glam look, and it's just for fun for me, because like, what else am I gonna do for Thanksgiving? So it's just for fun for me. I don't know, I like doing it. So because it's a glam look and you're gonna be eating, it may be hot if you're in California because it's still like 80 degrees on Thanksgiving, and you do want to take care of your skin. So before doing any of my makeup, I always do my skincare first, a couple hours before, but then right before I also apply more moisturizer. So I'm going in with the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. It's 24-hour daily lightweight hydrating formula. This one I'll use right before my makeup. I'll use a totally different moisturizer or something like in the morning, but then I'll go back with this just for like right before I do my makeup, because this is a lot more hydrating for the skin, and hydration lets makeup stick better. Next, I'm gonna go with a primer. I don't really buy primers because for the most part I don't usually need them, but on days where I know I'll need the extra little punch, I like to keep these samples I have. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Inflatable Matte Lock. This is just a little sample I received. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. Usually if you use a moisturizer, you don't need a primer. If you have really moisturized skin, you use a really good moisturizer that's kind of like a primer. But if you're just really scared that your makeup's gonna move because it's like hot, it's, you know, you have an event, you're gonna be taking pictures, whatever. Our family is notorious for taking millions of pictures for all events. I need my makeup to not look crazy. Now I'm gonna go with my foundation. I'm just using the Born This Way Too Faced in Seashell. So I'm gonna put like a pump and a half on the back of my hand. I'm gonna take a brush. I'm just gonna dot it around my face, and then I really start blending it into my skin. Once I have it all off my hand, onto my face somewhere. Then I'm gonna go with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This one again this one's in Snow. This one's a little bit brighter. I just go in underneath my eyes. I make little triangles basically. I go over any problem spots I'm having at the moment that I know need to be covered. And I'll even put a little bit on my forehead to brighten up my forehead. Then I'm just gonna dot this in really. So I'm gonna like pat it in rather than blend it, because if I blend it, then I'll kind of like just mix into my whole makeup and it'll just be really light. If I pat it in, it'll just go into those areas I'm patting it into. Sometimes I like to use a blending sponge, sometimes I like to use a brush. It just depends on my mood. Today I feel like a brush is just better. There's really no difference for me. I don't see a difference. I just was preferring a brush today. I don't know. Then I'm gonna go in, next I'm gonna go in with a cream contour. I keep wanting to say concealer, I don't know why. So I'm just gonna dot this where like shadowing would be. So like I call it like my jawline. I have my cheek around my forehead a little bit, and that's it. Okay, so next going back in with the same brush, I'm just gonna pat it in. I like kind of like pat and like drag it in the direction it's supposed to be going in. Like for the jawline, this one is supposed to be going this way along my jawline, so I'm not gonna go down and just make like a brown line. I'm gonna push it along my jawline, and it just kind of enhances the jawline a little bit, and that's it. And then I'm gonna do my nose. I'm just gonna go downward. That little piece I put on the end. Next, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Inflatable 24-Hour Fresh Wear. This is just a powder that I just want to put on over my face. So I'm just gonna go with a brush and just start pushing it in. I'm gonna put over the contours, my bronzing, but it'll just help diffuse it a little bit so it's not as harsh. And I'm also gonna go back with a face palette and do it that way too. I got a new one. You guys have always seen the NYX one that was just dead, so I finally got a new one. This is the Morphe face palette in Fair Play AF. So it has a mirror. You can see yourself and see me seeing myself, seeing you, seeing yourself. Oh, that's a lot. And here's the palette. So it has a blush, which is really nice. It has some really pretty highlighters. Like, these are really pretty. But I'm gonna dip into this bronzer right here, because this is a contour, but I'm probably gonna like mix this bronzer with this contour and I'm going to just kind of like fluff it back out. Okay, and that's it. That's just my face fully bronzed now. It's a little dark, a little crazy. I'm actually gonna I've closed this, but I'm gonna try the blush in here. So there's a peachy blush and a pink blush. I'm gonna try this peachy blush. So I'm gonna go with the same brush right here, and I'm gonna pack on this peachy blush. I don't know, it adds color without it being like crazy like every other kind of blush. Okay, so that's a really like neutral blush, but I really like it's not super pink like everything else. It's just really neutral. I really like it actually. Next, I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna take my Too Faced pomade and a pencil. I'm gonna brush all my hairs up and out. This kind of helps get all the foundation out that I put into my eyebrows because I know there's a lot. I'm just gonna brush them out, and that's kind of like the shape I'm going for. Now I'm gonna take this, I'm just gonna start lining underneath my brow to help give that shape I want. I'll very lightly do the front part, and then I'm gonna fill in any pieces I know are a little bit of a problem up here. Okay, now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna go in and put a lip balm on just to prep my lips a little bit. I could have done this before my eyebrows, but I forgot. This is just to soften them, help get them ready for any lipstick I put on in a little bit. So now I'm going with my Urban Decay eyelid primer, eyeshadow primer, and I'm gonna put it all over my lids. Now I'm gonna go in with this little Wet n Wild 5-pan palette in the color Icon. This is color Sundays. So here's the colors. Okay, so taking a small fluffy brush, it's a little bit dirty, but it's okay because it's kind of the same colors I'm using right here. I'm gonna go in with this more neutral orange shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pack my brush. I'm gonna just put it all around my lid. I'm not gonna put on the lid, I'm gonna put it around, kind of like in my crease, just kind of like around. It looks really messy, but I'm gonna blend that out. Okay, so instead of blending it out now, I'm gonna go in with this darker, like reddish kind of tone. I'm gonna put that on the tip of the same brush. I'm gonna put that into the crease halfway and kind of like onto the lid almost, just like that. Super messy. Again, don't worry. We're gonna blend this out. Now taking a bigger fluffy brush, any type of really bigger, like anything that's bigger than the one before, fluffy brush, you're gonna start blending it out. And then you get this really pretty like smoky kind of autumn color. So let me do the other eye real quick. Okay, so taking that fluffy flat brush we had before, just gonna tap it a little bit, hopefully to get a little bit of the colors off. And then I'm gonna drag it underneath my eye. I'm gonna like kind of like blend it up into the top. I'm not adding color to this brush, I'm just using the color that was already on it. Now I'm gonna take a totally different flat brush. It's just flatter. I'm gonna go in with this light highlight shade. I'm just gonna put that all on the tip of this crease brush. I'm gonna put it all over the lid where we didn't really put any eyeshadow. We're just gonna spread that right there. Now you have this like golden glittery kind of look. I'm gonna do it to the other eye. I'm also gonna put some on my finger. I'm going to do the inner corners just so I have a golden inner corner now. I'm gonna close that up. Next, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. eyeliner. I'm gonna give myself my little wings that I like. So I'm gonna do that off camera real quick. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that my eyeliner is in, I'm gonna go with the Eyelure London Pro Magnetic Lash Eyeliner. This one, if you didn't watch my my magnetic lash review video, I highly recommend watching it and getting some insight on what magnetic lashes are best, that I prefer. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on, and I'm just gonna put on some singles. So I'm only gonna put this on my ends. So I put on my eyeliner first because I didn't want to deal with using this whole tube to make my wings. While I let that dry, I'm gonna go in with my Lash Paradise in Black Brown and just do my bottom lashes because why not? Okay, so I think those are dry. So now I'm using the Eyelure London Magnetic Falsies Singles. I can't think of words today. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna pop this open. I'm gonna take a long, this has long and medium. I'm gonna take a long one. I'm gonna put this on the very end. So now I'm gonna go with some mediums, and this is a little bit harder because you don't want them to like stick to each other. So you have to make sure you like put them a good length away from each other. Okay, and then that's all I'm putting on. I'm not gonna put on any more. If I were to put on any more, they probably wouldn't stick to anything because I don't have a lot of magnetic liner on. So now I'm gonna go with the Mystic Black mascara that I have. I'm going to very gently blend my lashes into them. You don't want to like pull because it'll pull the whole lash off. I'm just gonna very lightly do my lashes, and it just looks like I have just a nice little wisp at the end. Okay, so for lips, I'm gonna take a little cotton pad because those are a little bit like exfoliating, rougher than like a tissue. I'm just gonna wipe my lip. So because Thanksgiving is all about eating, I wouldn't want to like put on lipstick that I know I'll have to be reapplying in between eating. So I'm gonna go in with Beeper lip liner from ColourPop. I'm going to line my lips with it, and then I'm gonna go with the ColourPop Luxe Gloss in Cross Street. which is a glittery gloss. I'm just gonna fill in my lips. Okay, and that is the finished look. I don't know if I would wear my hair down or pulled back like this, or in like it's just a neater ponytail. I don't know how I would style my hair. But yeah, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And then again, please make sure to check out the magnetic lash video. Here's the thumbnail for it. If you want to see what magnetic lashes are best for yourself, or if you're thinking about getting them as a gift for someone this holiday season. Also, make sure to check out my natural Thanksgiving makeup look if Thanksgiving Day you decide, oh, I don't want to do a glammed look, I want something more natural. Here's the natural one. Go check that one out too. I'll have them both linked down below. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.